Bansi and Bansi. Now, I say South Africa, their population is just 61 million. They have 58,000 megawatts. Egypt, they are 104 million. They have 59,000 megawatts. We are talking of Algeria. Their population is not 35. They have 33,000 megawatts. Now we are talking of Qatar. They are not up to 3 million. They have 40,000 megawatts. Holy Ray, yesterday I had a news that I was in Kano. It was surprised. We will call ourselves the giant of Africa. Do you know that Tanzania yesterday had to off their power plant because of the excess power?
Okay.
In Tanzania yesterday, they had to off some of their power national grid because of the excess power. But we here in Nigeria, we can generate up to 10,000 megawatts. And we call ourselves the giant of Africa. I think Nigeria have to recollect and have to think twice in the name of this calling ourselves the giant of Africa. Because I see ourselves like a sleeping giant. A giant that can move, a giant that can stand. A giant with a clear giant.
Okay.
This is not a giant that we are talking of. So they must do something about this electricity. Now, this is the country that have oil, that have crude. Look at 1Q. People are buying fuel at the rate of 700 naira per liter. In some places, it's more than 700 naira per liter. They come and say, some people will call a health and water. They say, hey, this and that. They say, we are subsidizing for other neighboring country. Can't we stop? Our fuel will take into the neighboring country. Some people are cashing out at the detriment of Nigeria. Even the former Controller General of Customs says he don't believe on the subsidy they say being paid in Nigeria. He said it will take 1,000 trucks every day from the seashore of Lagos to the neighboring state. And where are they following? So, in fact, we have entered, politics have come and gone. Now we are not talking of politics. The government has taken, and now we are into it together. They don't know political party, doesn't know religion, doesn't know the race. We are all into it. So we have come into it, and we are to face it. Thank you for giving me the privilege.
Thank you so much, Salasi. Thank you, Salasi, for that contribution. Of course, we understand that a lot is going on, but we are vying for that giant of Africa that we are. And of course, it's not easy. It's not going to be easy, UD.
You know, there's something that Salasi said, is that we are like a sleeping giant. Indeed. And if we do not wake up from our slumber, we might just wake up to discover that there are other giants that have grown up.
I tell you. Hello.
Hello, good morning, the lady in the house. Good morning, Daniel.
Good morning. The lady is Holy Ray.
I'm here to know your name, anyway.
No problem. My name is Holy Ray.
I hope she will soon be
she will soon be here. She will soon be here.
My name is Ekimbi. I'm all the way from Nasarawa.
Okay, Ekimbi from Nasarawa. Thanks for joining the show.
Yes, Mr. Odwak, the fuel issue here is something else. I want to start with.
Okay.
And it has made a lot of people who want to move from one place to another very stranded. When you get to the bus stop, the road is like almost empty, very scanty. You only have few vehicles, applying the road. Just like the lady in the studio was talking about, the keke, which is a very common means of movement here, and the Okada, they are nowhere to be found.
I tell you.
And from New Yanya Junction to Maraba Sharp Corner, where most of us, are doing our businesses. Usually it's around 250, but now it's around 500 or 600.
You see?
And when you want to use, tell you 1,000 naira, and if you complain, they will tell you it's because of the fuel issue. So please, we are appealing to the authority. This is there because of we Nigerians. They are there to serve us. And if they can watch us suffer like this, it's not good enough. So people are stranded, and just as the lady was talking about, a lot of people that work even maybe from New Yanyan to AYA or at Maraba, their salary is very small. And if you can pay such a exorbitant amount for transportation, at the end of the day, what are you going to be taking home?
That is the thing.
You won't say anything to take home. So please, we are appealing to the authority to do something. And also, we notice that some filling stations, they have fuel, but they are holding it. So I believe if the authority concerned, they can come around also. They can be able to tell them what to do. And again, even those that have fuel, they are using either one or two pumps to sell, thereby causing more queues. And we've been wondering, they have fuel, why can't they use all the pump to sell to help others? Because yesterday I was there, I was not able to buy for a whole day. So you see, it's not easy. So we are appealing to authorities concerned to do something. And again, talking about the FCT, the other day, Nyesin Wike handed over a check of 20 million to the police command in the FCT. In some months past, he declared two kidnapping kingpin wanted, and he placed a bunch of 20 million on their head, and the police authority were able to do that job. But you see, one thing we are beginning to be worried about, doesn't mean they want how to induce the police before they do their job. If those guys are disturbing us, if they are disturbing the peace of Abuja and the neighboring environment, doesn't mean the police must be induced before they do something. Because I can see clearly that in some states where the state government is not spending money on the police, you hardly see results, and they will tell you it's because they are not spending money on them. So, it's unfortunate, because I expect that if the police were able to get those two kidnapping people, because a bunch of 20 million was placed on their head, I believe even without that money, they could have gotten them as well. So we're having this feeling that unless the police are induced before they can do their job, and this is not good at all. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for that beautiful contribution right there. Some of the things he said that caught my attention was the fact that he says the security personnel, especially the police officers, must not receive incentives before they do their jobs. All right, that is because I don't know, but when you're starting something, there should be this vibrant foundation that you start with. So the notes, and however you start it, it has to continue. So if you start it on that perspective, it has to continue on that note. So it won't be easy changing the foundation of however you've started doing things with these personnel from the beginning. I don't know.
You know what catches my attention? There's something that Tekenbi actually made mention of, and there's something that we are missing. As it stands, let me point our direction. Our minds to it. Tekenbi mentioned the fact that the FCT minister had to put some sort of bounty to catch a kidnapped kingpin, and before you know it, I don't think it took up to 24 hours. I don't think it took up to 24 hours, maybe 48 hours. The kingpin was discovered. It just tells you the place of funding. There's no two ways about it, right? If when there's proper funding, what it tells me now is that our police can actually work at optimal level.
Absolutely.
So that's just what it is. So let's have proper funding in that regard. And then when we look at the place of fuel scarcity, in fact, it's another kettle of fish. In fact, we want to know how much you're selling where you are, Seth. Let us know how much.
Let us know, because the queue in Abuja is crazy. It's massive.
It's unbelievable.
It's something else.
It's
even those who have access to apply the road cannot even get means to pass through, because the fuel queue have covered the whole road. There is no way. Of my mind, I was like, if I had known that this is what I was going to come and face out here, I would have left home earlier instead of leaving at the time I left.
Seriously,
I thought it was a normal thing that you leave and in the next 30-40 minutes you are in the office. I didn't know I was going to spend over 1 hour on the road. Okay, so you can also call us and let us know how is the fuel situation in your area, what is happening, how much are they selling where you are. All right, exactly. So let's get your thoughts on all on that and every other stories that we have lined up for you. 090-7353-0044 or 090-8766-48888. That is 090-8766-8888. And you can also send us that on WhatsApp in 090-9705-4450.
Well, still the conversation about the Safe School Initiative and all of that, I think is a way to go, but let's go take this call though.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, boyfriend. How are you?
Good morning. Thank you. I'm fine. And you?
I'm fine. Good morning, Edward. The only man that speaks Golden Border speaks English for another different dimension.
Fine.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Well done.
What's your name, sir?
Please come and silence you on the line.
Oh, okay, comrade. Thanks for joining.
You see, the problem of this country that will happen ISIS everywhere, where scarcity everywhere. Our problem is the only three languages in this country. Three languages. Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba, these three languages that they want to kill this nation. All these corruptions that happen in this country is these three languages. But this language want to kill this country is very simple. Before they unite together, they will build this country. But they are discriminating among their three these languages. Because maybe Yoruba, they are not like Igbo. Igbo don't like Yoruba. Yoruba don't like Hausa. They are just doing games. And they are using their self to corrupt this country. When you see the people that are rich most in this country is Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba. And these are the two languages that have overreaches in this country.
Okay.
They have more money because our money in this country, they are the ones to share it. And I pray, when these are the three languages, and they claim that they are the ones who hold Nigeria, that they are the three Igbo and Yoruba. So that the people that are killing this nation, they are killing this nation every day. They are gang up and looting our money, and we are going down every day. Put us for every this messed up, Nigeria is messed up now because we're supposed to go more than every African to come here and enjoy.
Well, understood your thoughts, but we cannot really just say it's just three languages.
Three languages.
All of us are part of this process.
We are part of this process. So
now.
The change begins with me and
you and I.
Yeah.
So that's what it is. But anyways, thanks though. You've made your point and it's very loud. Yeah. It's clear indeed.
Thank you so much, comrade. I wouldn't want us to segregate.
No,
I wouldn't want us to, be putting all the blames on ethnic beliefs and groups and all of that, because I feel like if the country is going to be better, it is me and you. That is what I think. Hello. Good morning. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Susan.
Okay, Susan. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Masaka.
Okay, Susan from Masaka. Thanks for calling. Let's hear your thoughts.
I was so surprised when I get to Jehu Junction this morning because I'm selling in Masaka market, and I heard that the different price of Okada, they will tell you 400, 500. I was so impressed. So this country, please, they should help us because this thing has become a problem for every person in this country. For us, from this problem to another, from this food stuff, everything is even the transport is very high. We that are selling in the Masaka market and other businessmen and women, they are not finding it so easy for us because with this money, I have to trek from Jehu down to Masaka market.
Wow!
And as you see, I'm very, very tired. So they should do something because this is getting out of hand. And when we trek, if I pay 400 naira, going and coming back and come to market, I don't think you will say the market is same because you are going to recover your transport.
Oh my God, Suzanne, we lost that one there. But of course, you've already made your point. The fact that you have to trek a long distance to the market because of no transport and for the fuel scarcity, and so there is no commercial vehicle to convey you, and the ones that you got were on the high side. Anyway, sorry about that. But before we close, we call it a day for the General Open Banter and move over to our next program. I have some message here on WhatsApp. It says, good morning, Holy Ray and UD. This is James from Suleja. Okay, you cannot sustain using propaganda to sell the narrative of doing well. The government have continually lied about the state of petrol pricing and subsidy the same way they are lying about the naira gains and free fall. Some time ago, they pushed the narrative that petrol price has been reduced by around 10 naira, and as usual, went about how prices will soon come down. Anyways, it's quite long. He says he bought fuel yesterday at 700, about 700 yesterday and 680 last week. All right, that is from James. And of course, I've heard that one. I know. Good morning, Daniel. Okay, this is not for me. All right, that is all we can take right now for the General Open Banter. But keep it locked down to Eagles 102.